Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who does lead and rule well. Salutations to all you hopeful elect Akim pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And sincere shalom also to you Akim and Akwa for listening and learning, preparing yourselves here in these last days. And to the entire house of the faith, fighting this good fight of faith, I want to say shalom. This is your brother Daquar from the DC camp. Come back at you another lesson. And I'm entitled this one, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. All right. And you can see that right here is verse Jeremiah 50 and 11. All right. And you see a illustration here. Now, I started with this article. I wanted to get a couple of articles and some scriptures, to break this down or to go into this topic. But it says, because you were glad, because you rejoice, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls. All right, now, when you go down here, all right, they just giving you a background of what it was. All right, it's a prophecy against Babylon. All right, and it says, look, check this out. Well, let me start up. It says the book of Jeremiah is one of the major prophets in the Old Testament and is traditionally attributed to the prophet Jeremiah, who ministered during a time of great political and moral upheaval in Judah. This verse is part of a larger prophecy against Babylon, which is found in the 50th and 51st chapters of the book. Jeremiah prophesied the destruction of Babylon as a punishment for its sins and as a means of freeing the Israelites from their captivity. So, same thing now. All right. It says in this verse, in this particular verse, Jeremiah is addressing the destroyers of the Most High's heritage, as Babylon was a major force in the destruction of Israel and the captivity of the Jewish people, the Israelites. It says that the language used here is quite strong, as Jeremiah expressed the deep distress and anger of the Most High toward those who have brought harm to his people. The destroyers are described as being glad and rejoicing in their actions, and this adds to the weight of their sin. They are likened to fat heifers grazing in the grass and bellowing like bulls, which emphasizes their sense of self-indulgence and pride. All right. The verse employs powerful imagery and symbolism to convey the depth of the Most High's displeasure. And remember, hey, like the scripture says, since they have not hated blood, blood is going to pursue them. All right. Because it says in the time our iniquity had an end, I'll get that. It's just popping in my mind. And I got a couple more scriptures that made me want to do this lesson. Ezekiel 35 in verse now this is a whole chapter. It's a prophecy. It's a short chapter, but it's a prophecy against Mount Seir, also Edom. All right, so you got Babylon, Edom that's running Babylon right now, but primarily you got Amalek that's really running Babylon. If you know what I mean. But anyways, the Lord's talking about He's gonna lay their city waste. I'm gonna get straight to it though. It says, verse 5. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, I will prepare thee into blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Seest thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. All right, and this is why, to recompense them that trouble us, man. That there's nothing wrong with that. They're going to receive double what they gave us, man. And so that's why it's going to be all worth it, man. They can do what they doing what they do now. Oh, 2 Thessalonians 1:6, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. All right. So yeah, eye for an eye. They going to have to get it, man. For everything they've done to us. It says this verse, what it says, self-indulgence, their sense of security. And look, it says, as well as their sense of security and complacency. This imagery is contrast with the hard-hitting portrayal of bellowing bulls, which highlights their arrogance and aggression. And they ain't stopping. They encourage themselves in an evil manner, man. See, scripture just popping up. Oh shoot. This is Psalm 64 in verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? All right. Damn devils. It says this imagery, what is it? I got that part. Ultimately, this verse paints a picture of the destroyers as being not only content with their actions, but also proud and defiant in the face of suffering they have caused. And you just had this, check this video out. Well, I'm not going to play the video, but look it up. All right. You had this Jake, what the fuck is his name? Excuse me. Robert Brooks, all right? Look up Robert Brooks. The police pretty much, he in prison, they beat him to death, man. You know, they supposed to turn on their body cameras, didn't turn on the body cameras, they just beat the brakes off of them while you handcuffed, man. Punching them all up, you know? And we're going to see what happens with that, man. But this is just another example of what they doing to Jake. And they always not guilty, so they continue to do it, you know? So the Lord is angry with them, man. All right. I love this. One of the key themes in this verse is the concept of divine retribution. Because the Lord is going to get you damn devils, man. Throughout the Bible, we see numerous examples of the Most High punishing those who have gone against his will or harmed his people. Yeah. You know, touch not his anointed, man. You know. In this case, the apple of his eye. Oh, see, the Bible is all about that get back, man. Devils don't know what they've done. All right. Zechariah 2:8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me into the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. You know? And that's why it's important to be an Israelite. All you idiots out there that don't want, I'm no longer an Israelite, or you don't want to be, you dumb. All right? You the fatherless, man. You the ones that don't have nobody to protect you. We need the Heavenly Father, man. You know, to intervene in this shit, man. All right? Because if it was up to them, they would eliminate us. They would genocide us, man. If it was up to them, but they can't. It says we see numerous. It says the destroyers of the Most High's heritage are held accountable for their actions, and the verse serves as a reminder that no one can escape the consequences of their sins. It also serves as a warning to all who will seek to harm or oppress the Most High's people, as their actions will ultimately lead to their downfall. Ooh. All right, so now check this out, though, man. This article here, all right, I found it a while ago, and you can look it up yourselves. It says 6 U.S. companies own 96% of the world's media. All right. Now, this is just another way that they destroy the Lord's heritage. Okay. What is that? As the scriptures say, that the earth, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right. And he covered the face of the judge thereof, man. You know. Now, it says the power of lies, deceptions, and disinformation as Americans pay the price of collective stupidity. All right. Now, this is really targeted at everybody, but you know, they own the media. It says, very well, and the stupid Americans know equally well that we control their government, irrespective of who sits in the White House. You see, I know it, and you know it, that no American president can be in a position to challenge us, even if we do the unthinkable. What can Americans, do to us? We control Congress, we control the media, we control showbiz, and we control everything in America. In America, you can criticize the Most High, but you can't criticize Israel. You see that? And that's what it is, man. That's a fucking fact. All right? And look how they portray our people, all right? In the in the media. And this is the other one. The white and Jewish people that run the major record companies. Now, this is taptalk.com. You know, this is somebody's comments, but you can look it up and see what they saying is the truth. It says Motown was black owned, and they never put out any songs that was harmful or degrading to blacks, which is not necessarily true. And it says the black people that own Motown records, they loved and cared about blacks, and they never did any harm to blacks. Motown was never used as a vehicle to exploit and show negative images of black people, and Motown created more superstars than any other record company, even to this very day. And this was in like 2014. This was written. Everything was clean on Motown. You can't find one song or Motown records that was disrespectful or degrading to black people, which, like I said, is not always true, but I get what he's saying. All right, now this part, and you can look this stuff up. It says, but for the past 30 years, white and Jewish run record companies have put out songs that have trashed and degraded black people in every kind of way. Now you got them thugs, you got the whores, you got drug dealers, drug users, you know, gangster. Like I said, it's done a lot of harm to our people. That's fueling their prison pipeline. You know, it's fueling broken homes, broken marriages. All right. It says these are the white and Jewish men that run the major record companies. These are the men that allow people to make songs about killing blacks. These are the men that allow people to make songs calling black people niggers. These men use their record companies to sell and promote songs that degrade blacks. They will never allow people to make derogatory songs about you know who or any other group, but they think that it's okay for people to make derogatory songs about blacks. They will never allow anybody to make songs calling Jews, you know who, kikes, whatever. All of the major record companies are headed by whites and Jews. Every person that is making songs that is degrade, whatever. I'm not going to read all of it, but you know what he's saying. All right, let's read this in bold. A person can't just record and release any song that they want to. The executives and the people that's high up that run the record companies, they bring in the artists and they listen to the whole record and they say yes or no on whether to release that record to the public. All right, now this is Lucius Grange. He is the CEO and president of Universal Music Group. All right, look at these people. This is the owner of Universal Music Group. Look at these goddamn people, man. Bill Ackman, one of the owners of the Universal Music Group. All right. This is a guy, Robert Stringer, chairman and CEO of Sony Music and Columbia Records. Look at these people, man. And these are the ones that's influencing our people, man. Doug Morris is former president. Same people, man. Look at this. I'm not even going to say all their names, man. But these is the ones that's putting out the music for your people, man. And they influencing you people. I'm talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans on how to behave, man. Now, the scriptures say this. Ephesians, what is that? Ephesians 2 and verse 2, it says, wherein in times past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. All right, the prince of the power of the air. And these people got the power of the air, man. The airwaves. All right. And they influencing you. And they want you to be destroyed, man. Look at these motherfuckers, man. And they get offended when we say that, but they can put out any kind of stuff about us, man. You know? Look at this shit, man. And you people want to believe on every word that they say. Get fucking real. You know? That's why I said in times past, we used to walk like that. When we found out this truth, you know? We came up out of that, man. All of them, man. Apostle Hall recently did a video. All these elite Jakes fucking sold out, man. You know? It's just a fact. All right. But anyways, back to these devils. Okay. You gonna get it, man. All right. Because as the scriptures say, man, as the judge of the people is, so is himself. So is his officers, and what manner of ruler the city is. Such are all they that dwell there. And that's Sirach, the 10th chapter. All right. The 2nd verse. All right. So they influencing it. This is what these people like. And the people become just like them, man. If a ruler hearkens to lies, and all his servants is wicked, man. You know? But they run every goddamn thing. All right? They gonna pay for it. Let me get some more scriptures on that, man. This is Lamentations 2, verse 16. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day we looked for. We have found and we have seen it. All right. They wanted this day to see us in this lower state, man. They said they suffer not our dead bodies to be put in graves. They want us to be in this poor state, poor estate. You know, let's say, bottle. What's that scripture? This is Habakkuk. Okay, this is Habakkuk 2 and verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken, also that thou mayest look on their nakedness. All right, and that's what this devil is trying to do. All right, or not trying. That's what he has done. Okay. And it says, woe unto them, destruction unto them. So they're gonna have to pay for what they have done, man. You know. They don't think so, but they're going to have to pay for it, man. It's just is what it is. Because you trying to make the God's people go against him himself, that was so stupid on your part. But, you know, you was created to play that role. Simple and plain. All right. So you leading Jake to sin, man. It's just, you're going to have to pay for it, man. You use deceit, manipulation, and you push out this stuff. And Jake is killing each other, you know? It grieves the enemy to teach his children, so you teaching Jake straight trash, man. And it says, train ye up a child in the way that he should go, and when he's older, he should not depart from it. And so a lot of you Jakes is not departing from this stuff, man. You know? Like you love this. And then they put you people finally set in great dignity. They put these type of niggas to the forefront. They put the sluts and the whores and demons to the forefront. And then they become the fucking leaders of our people, man. You got our people was praying for this young thug to get out. What is going on, man? Like, wake up, you know? This is Psalm 94. And let me see. I'm gonna just stop right here. Matter of fact, keep it off there because you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna leave it right here. You know, Psalm 94. I might read the whole thing. I don't think it's long. No, I'm not gonna read the whole thing. But it says, Yahweh implored to avenge his people. Oh, this is starting from the top. Oh, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, to whom vengeance belongeth. O power, to whom vengeance belongeth. Show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud. Yahweh, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things? All the workers of iniquity boast themselves. They break in pieces thy people, O Yahweh, and afflict thine heritage. All right. They slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. Yet they say Yahweh shall not see, neither shall the power of Jacob regard it. All right. So that's their mindset, man. You know, it says, I'm gonna end up reading this whole thing. You know, I would say read the whole thing. If I was you, I would read the whole thing. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, for the interest of time, But yeah, man, that's where we at with it, man. All right, and we want something to happen to these people, man, for what they have done to us, man. All right. I'll give a couple more. This is Obadiah, obviously 1 in verse. It says Edom will be humbled. All right. It says I'm gonna start at 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, is talking about Esau, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So the Most High don't like Esau. In the day that thou, especially Amalek, man, the people. It says, in the day that thou shouldest. That thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. Yeah, you was one of them that was helping bring Jake down. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger. Neither on the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those that of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those that did remain in the day of distress, man. And that reminds me, because it was like, raise it. So look, man, you Edomites, man, chiefly you Amalekites, you got a lot to pay for, man. You try to do it all in secret, but you going get what you got coming to you, man. Point blank, period. Thus saith the Lord, man. All right, this is Micah 2 verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in their power. It is in the power of their hands. All right, it is in the power of your hands to do what you're doing. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, against his family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. All right, beautiful, man. You bind up the strong man, so that he can't, so that you can take advantage of the woman of the nation, which brings them down. All right. Zechariah 1 and 15, it says, and I am very displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. All right. So, yeah, man. So I got a lot more scriptures, man, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there, man. But you always had Amalek, man, that was always going against us, man. Read the books of the Exodus book. The 17th chapter, you got Exodus. No, not Exodus. 1 Samuel, the 15th chapter. The 27th chapter, the 30th chapter, 2 Samuel, the 8th chapter. They always want to be, it's always Amalek, man. And you should know who Amalek is by now, but I gotta wrap it up. So Lord's willing, it was edifying, and comforting even, that there is gonna be a recompense for this, But until the next lesson, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah Hakadosh. Till the next one, I want to say Shalom.